President-elect Trump's financial team really taking shape now. Wilbur Ross at Commerce and his former campaign chair, Steve Mnuchin, at Treasury. Mnuchin has said tax reform is happening. Watch this.
We have a plan. We've been working with the policy group. We're already sitting down and discussing this with Congress, and this is going to be something that happens absolutely within the first 90 days of this presidency. We're going to have a major tax reform, biggest tax reform since Reagan.
Okay, Charlie Gasparino has been following all of this, and he's with us now. Charlie, how are you?
I read somewhere where it was Jamie Dimon. I'm glad it's Mnuchin. Who said it was Jamie Dimon?
Not me.
And not me. I've been saying it was Mnuchin all along. My only problem with saying it was definitely him was that I know Donald changes at the last minute. And why? I think this is why this is a good choice, and the markets are reacting favorably to it. I think Mnuchin is loyal to Donald. He's loyal to Trump's economic agenda, and the sort of centerpiece of his economic agenda. There's two, essentially.
Which is tax cuts.
Tax cuts and regulation cuts.
Exactly.
And I think...
What's he going to do with Dodd-Frank? He's the Treasury Secretary. He's in his term.
Here's what I would think he's going to do. He's going to be meeting with Paul Ryan very soon about those dual agendas, and they're going to hash out a plan on what they can get. You can't just flush Dodd-Frank down the toilet immediately, right? I mean, as much as I would like to, it was a horrible law. It gummed up the banks. The banks didn't lend to small businesses. They became big and overpowering, and basically, if they fail, they blow up the economy, okay? So I think what you have to do is figure out a way to initially get rid of some of the stupid stuff out of Dodd-Frank, so you sort of whittle it down. But the tax cuts are key. That, I think, has to happen fast, because you got to get the economy moving. If Donald really wants to build $1 trillion worth of infrastructure, I think you need the tax revenues to pay for that. And here's the one other thing, Stuart. If he does, and I think Mnuchin is smart enough to know this, you do the infrastructure spending and the tax cuts, the long bond yields are going to spike, and it's going to crush the market rally and crush the economy. So he has to be careful not to spend too much.
Well, I don't know about crushing the economy.
It will,
but
if you get high interest rates.
I think where you're right, really right, is Donald Trump's policies will produce massive stimulus, whether it's more government spending on infrastructure and the military, tax cuts pumping money in, money from overseas coming back. That's huge.
I mean, think about what happened under President Obama. This shows you how lame Obamanomics were. Stock market went up because interest rates were at zero, right? Bonds prices went up, yields went down. Guess why? Because we weren't growing.
Right.
I mean, that was the whole... the sort of conundrum, the sort of bizarreness of Obamanomics is that rich people got a lot richer buying stocks, but the real economy got crushed. The average people got screwed, and that you could see that in the bond market when bond prices kept going up because people were saying, there's no inflation, buy a bond.
You're going to have massive stimulus. Where do you think the interest rates are going to go? Real fast? 4%?
Yeah, but here's the thing: if they don't do the infrastructure spending immediately, it won't spike as high. I mean, I think that's the key. But remember where you heard Mnuchin first? Not FNC. It wasn't Jamie Dimon. It was me. Remember that.
I don't remember.
It was me. It was me.
All right.